Assalamu alaikum dear students, how are you all? I hope you all will be fine. I am your teacher Ambesh. This video lesson is for grade 7 from chapter number 5 and our today's topic is square root. Okay, first of all we are going to do the introduction. What is the square and square root? In the previous classes we have learned that the area of a square can be calculated by multiplying its length by itself, as shown in the below. The area of the square is equal to length into length, or we can say side into side, because the one side length of a square that will be equal for all the four sides. So you are watching, this side is x, so the remaining all the three sides will also x for the square. So x into x, it will be x square, because when the variables are multiplying, their exponents will be added. It means that x square is an area of the square whose side length is x, and simply we can say that x square is the square of x. That is, the square of x is equal to x square. Thus, the square of a number can be defined as the product of a number with itself is called a square. You are observing over there that we are multiplying the same thing. X into x means the product of a thing with itself. It is called square. Okay, what are the perfect squares? A natural number is called a perfect square if it is a square of any natural number. To make it clear, let us find the squares of some natural number. For example, 1 square, that will be equal to 1 into 1. Square means the number is multiplying with itself. So 1 into 1 is equal to 1. It means we can say that 1 is a perfect square. Okay, now 2 square, it means 2 into 2, that will be equal to 4. So we can say that 4 is a perfect square. And similarly, 3 square, it means 3 into 3, that will be equal to 9. Okay, you are observing over there that 1, 4, 9, 16, the number are coming this way. It means the number between these numbers, they are not perfect square. For example, after the 1, what is the coming? 2 and 3. So these two numbers are not a perfect square. Similarly, the number between 4 and 9 are 5, 6, 7 and 8. So they are also not a perfect square number. And so on, we are approaching to the 10 square, that will be equal to 100. Okay, here 1 is the square of 1, 4 is the square of 2, 9 is the square of 3, and so on. So it can be noticed that all these are the natural numbers, and these numbers are called the perfect square numbers. Okay, so these are the perfect square, and we can represent them as a form of dotted square. You are observing, so it is a square. You are watching in the figure also, and it means the side is 1, all the sides are 1. It means 1 into 1, means the length is 1 and the breadth is also 1. Similarly, in the second one, the length is 2 and the breadth is also 2, means the same sides are there. Similarly for 3 and 3, similarly for 4 and 4, and you are observing the same number as we have studied right now: 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So this is the pattern we can draw for the perfect square numbers. Okay, when we have a number of rows equal to the number of dots in a row, then it shows a perfect square. Means how many rows are there? 2 rows are there. Okay, and how many dots in a row? That is also 2. So how many rows are there? 1, 2 and 3. And in a row, how many dots? It is also 3. So this is the way we can draw a square pattern. Okay, now to test whether a number is a perfect square or not. So what is the method how we can find out that either this number is a perfect square or not? For this purpose, we will check, write the number as a product of its prime factors. Okay, you are very familiar with the process to find out the prime factors. So the number that is given to you, it is all the factor that is grouped or in the pair, then the given number is a perfect square. For example, the number is given to you, that is 6084, we are going to find the prime factor of these numbers. So we started with the 2 because it is an even number. So dividing by 2, we will have 3042. Again by 2, we will have 1525. Now, 21. Now it is an odd number and I cannot divide it by 2. So I will move for the next prime number, that is 3. So I will check for 3. Yes, it is divisible by 3 and the answer is 507. Now again it is an odd number. So I will not move for 2. I will move to the next prime number, that is 3. So yes, it is divisible by 3 and I will have 169. Now after the 3, now it is not divisible by 3. 169 is not divisible by 3. We can apply the divisibility rule by adding the digits, and if the sum is equal to the number which is divisible by 3, so the whole number will be divisible by 3. This is the easiest way to check for the 3. Okay, now the next prime number is 5. As you are observing that the last digit is neither 0 nor 5, so it is also not divisible by 5. Now check for the 7, because after the 5 the next prime number is 7, and so on. We will go for 13 because it is only divisible by 13. So 13 into 13, that is 169, and again 13 ones are 13. So the number of the prime factors which are taken from this number are 2 into 2, then 3 into 3, and 13, and 13 ones are 13, so 13 and 13. So you are watching that all the numbers are in the form of pairs, means the pair of 2, then pair of 3, and then pair of 13. If all the numbers are in the form of pairs, then we can say that they are the perfect square. Then it means the number 6084, the given number, is a perfect square. If any one is left, then we can say it is not a perfect square. Okay, now moving to the next, the properties of perfect squares of numbers. What are the properties? There are some interesting properties about the perfect square. Let us discuss from some of them. The square of an even number is even. We know that the natural numbers can be divided into two groups, even numbers and odd number. Really, we are familiar with that. That the number which are divisible by 2 are called even numbers, and the number which are not divisible by 2 are called odd numbers. Look at the squares of the even number given below. So some examples are given over there. The square of 2, it means 2 into 2, that is equal to 4. Okay, the next even number is 4. It means a square of 4, it means 4 into 4. 4 fours are 16. Next even number is 6. Square of 6 is equal to 6 into 6 is equal to 36. And the next even number is 8. The square of 8 is equal to 8 into 8, that is equal to 64. So you are observing that we are taking the square of all even number, and our answer is also an even number. The square of 2 is equal to 4. 2 is even, 4 is even. Similarly, 4 is a even number, and the square of 4 is 16. 4 and 16 both are even numbers. Similarly, for the 6 and 36 both are even, and 8 and 64, they are also even, and so on. Okay, so you understood that how the square of an even number results an even number. Okay, now the next property, notice that the square of all even numbers are even number. Yes, we have noticed. Now the square of an odd number is an odd, and we will see over there, we will start from an odd number, that is 1. So the square of 1 means 1 into 1, it is equal to 1. Now the next odd number is 3. 3 3 the 9, and the next odd number is 5. So 5 5s are 25. The next odd number is 7, and the square of 7 means 7 into 7, it is equal to 49, and so on. So you are observing that 1 is an odd number. The square of 1 is equal to 1. This is also again an odd number. Similarly for the 3, 3 3 the 9. So 3 is an odd number, 9 is also an odd number. Same way, 5, it is an odd number, and 25, it is also an odd number, and 7, it is an odd number, and 7 7s are 49. The result is also odd number. So in this way, we can nicely understand that the square of all odd numbers will give an odd number. I hope you will understand it very nicely.